you can use, this is actually the loaf bakery French bread that it's calling for is actually the frozen bread, and you let it set out and warm. Well, I'm going to cheat, as always. This is going to take about 20 minutes actually to cook. I thought about doing that this morning. I thought, oh, it's cold outside. Nobody wants to let that bread set and thaw. So I thought this is what we're going to do. Looking for my aluminum foil. Got to get a cutting board. I'm going to line this up. And this is some long French bread. We had some that wasn't nearly as long. Somebody got a little overzealous with the French bread today. All right. And let's see if I can find enough. I'm going to cut this in two. Now what we do, it says just cut it in diagonals. I cut it just about where I would have a serving size. Just cut some slits in the bread. All right. You don't cut all the way through, but you cut pretty close. We're going to have enough bread tonight because I was cooking for the amount of people we had last week. So we're going to have plenty of bread tonight. All right. Take some Swiss cheese. I think it calls for 8 ounces, but some of the brands, they're actually just a little bit smaller, but it's more than enough. You can use the whole package or eat the extra couple of slices. And it doesn't matter what kind of Swiss cheese. This is baby Swiss. We have a lot of great cheeses in our bakery deli. This actually comes from our dairy department, but we've got a lot of great cheeses in our bakery deli. We actually have a case that's just dedicated to cheese and different kinds of cheeses, and we're always getting different kinds, exciting kinds. We had a wine and cheese tasting for juvenile diabetes, I guess a little over a week ago, and one of the cheese companies that we buy from actually gave us a lot of cheese, and we cut it up, and we had some beautiful new cheeses besides what we already had, but they sent us some other things, and they were fabulous. So we might start carrying some of those. They were wonderful though. We just tuck this Swiss cheese down in here. Nothing really hard. Kids will love this. This is a great little project kids can help with, but it also tastes really good too. This back in here. And now, get our little mix together. Okay, it says 2 teaspoons of onion chop, but of course I like onions, so we're do just a little bit more. I've got 1 cup of butter melted already. I'm going to dump my onions in, but you can use a little bit more onions if you like. That's not set in stone. You use 1 teaspoon of dry mustard, one teaspoon of poppy seed, and 1 teaspoon of seasoning salt. Something a little different together. Okay, we'll mix those up. That in a moment. Okay, I want to move that also. And we're just going to pour this over. This would also be good with spaghetti or any or baked spaghetti. Guess I'm still thinking about cold weather tonight just because the weather isn't exactly great. But this is a great summertime item. You could add all kinds of fresh herbs with this. Basil, or cilantro. I'm a basil fanatic. We've got plenty of this go around. All right. We're going to cover that up, and we'll cover it with just a little bit more foil. Now that, of course, that recipe says that I've given you bake for 35 to 40 minutes. You don't have to bake that long. Of course, just bake it till the cheese is melted at 350 degrees. This would be great to take to a spaghetti dinner at church or something like that. Get that out of the oven. And we will take a peek at it. Let's see. So many pots tonight. We'll open this up just a little bit so you can see it. We'll cover it back up. Time to eat. And this is your cheesy loaf bread. Smells delicious. So it's something a little bit different than your regular garlic bread or cheese bread.